Happy Sunday. Well, today is the first day that I'm posting on YouTube in probably 11 years. So, I'm excited. My name is Lexi. I'm 60 years old. I'm on a weight loss journey right now. I am at 224 pounds. And I started at 321 pounds. So I'm so close to the 100-pound weight loss. So close. Woo! I can taste it. And so here I am. Like, here goes everything, right? The saying is, here goes nothing, here goes everything. It's never too late to start. I've been watching a lot of YouTubers who are older than me, in their 80s, just starting out on YouTube and having a lot of success. So I figured I'd give it a try. My daughter always says, we're on a floating rock in space, Mom. So, I mean, what are you going to do? So here I am. Here I am. So I have so many things to say to introduce myself. Right now, I currently live in North Carolina. I grew up and I was raised on St. Croix in the Virgin Islands, most beautiful island in the world, in my opinion. And I lived on St. Croix from the age of 6 until I was 30 years old. So yeah, my mom and I moved to St. Croix when I was 6 years old. And it was the best experience, the best growing up. I've made the best friends who are now my family. And I would not have changed that experience for the world. And we moved to St. Croix from the Bronx, New York. I'm a Bronx girl from the Boogie Down. And I used to go home every summer. I still have a little bit of a New York accent. I have a Crucian accent when I'm around my Crucian peeps. Coffee, I still say coffee. Even though I left there when I was 6 with coffee. You can't tell me otherwise. C-A-W-F-E-E, coffee. But anyway, I don't know. I've been watching so many people and getting so inspired to get on YouTube and start something new. I am currently on disability. I've been on disability now probably for 6 years. My last job was as a payment manager and an office manager. I worked for 8 years in that industry, and I just, I was let go, so I was downsized. My position was eliminated, and that was in 2014. So it's been 11 years since I've worked, and I tried to work after that, and my body just said, girl, this is not happening for you. I worked in an office, but it had a warehouse attached, so I did a lot of climbing, putting inventory, packages up. The company that I worked for, they managed different restaurants and airports across the country. And so we got a lot of inventory sent to our offices, and it was my job to keep it together, put it up and everything. And I sat at the front, and we didn't have a buzzer. So anytime anybody came, I would have to get up and open the door. And in the wintertime, I was sitting right there. So that just damaged my body totally. So I was approved for disability in 2018 after 4 years of waiting. No, I did not get a big lump sum or anything like everybody always talks about. Not really. I got a little chunk of change. Nothing that I have currently to this day. That is gone. But anyway, we were a nuclear family. My mother, my daughter, and I. My daughter's currently 26, and she has a YouTube channel as well. She's just getting started also. Her name is Taygeau, Taygeau. So follow her. But anyway, she's on a weight loss journey as well. She's doing 75 hard right now, but her version. So if you watch her videos, you'll see what she's doing, and I'll link it below. But anyway, it was the three of us. My daughter is now 26, almost. She'll be 27 in March, and it was the three of us since before my daughter was born. So basically, you know, we needed to be together to survive, my mother and I. And my mother paid the rent, and I worked full time, and I paid all the other bills. And that worked for us until my daughter turned 18, and then she started working, because at that point I had lost my job. So we relied on my daughter a lot, and that was a lot for somebody who's 18, their first job, having to give their whole check over to pay bills and everything. I can't say, you know, she loved that. Can't say that. But it made her a strong young woman. And now she works hard. And I'm so, so proud of her. So proud of her. Yeah. It makes me cry, but I'm so proud of her. You know, I would be lost without her. So lost. She is my little best friend now. Absolutely. 100%. We do everything together. And which is how my mother and I were. My mother passed in June of 2021, and she was 89. So my goal with this weight loss and with getting my health together is to live way past 89. My mother always promised me she would be here till 100. She couldn't keep that promise, unfortunately. She had congestive heart failure, and we didn't know. And I beat myself up every day for that, because I feel like I should have known, but I'm not a doctor, you know. I'm not a doctor. And there's no reason I would have known. I should have known, but it's hard, and I blame myself, because I feel like she stopped wanting to go to the doctor and different things, and I didn't really push her. And, you know, until she got really sick, and we took her to the hospital. She never came home. She ended up being in hospice, and every day she kept saying, "Where's my stuff? I want to go home." And I'm like, "Your stuff is right here. Your shoes are right here. Everything's right here." And, but she didn't make it. And so trying to rebuild these last 3 years has been so difficult for my daughter and I. But I feel like now 2024 was, I wouldn't say the best year, but it was not the worst. 2021 by far, after June on until 2023, December of 2023, I feel like were the worst 2 years of our lives. Trying to deal with the death of my mom and the bills and everything. We had very good credit. Now that's in the toilet, because a lot of things we couldn't pay after mom passed away. And so I can't work at all. I have degenerative bone disease in my back. I have osteoarthritis. I need double knee replacements, which is why I'm trying to lose weight, because I don't want any of that. I recently had a fall, and that was traumatizing. We got a kitten, and we didn't get a kitten. The kitten walked in and decided she was staying. I heard a meow one morning taking my daughter to work. Oh, by the way, my daughter does not drive, so I am the full-time chauffeur. And I was taking her to work, and I heard a meow. I'm like, a meow, where's that coming from? But it was very faint. And I said, maybe it's in somebody's apartment. We live in an apartment complex. So I got in the car, took her to work, and came back like 5 minutes away from home. Came back, and the meowing got so incessantly louder and louder. So I couldn't see anything. So I walked up the steps. I live on the second floor of a second floor walk-up apartment. And my neighbor who lives across the hall, directly across the hall from us, or across the breezeway, she was coming up the stairs behind me. She's like, "Do you hear that noise?" And I said, "Yeah, it sounds like a cat or a kitten." And she's like, "You think that's in somebody's apartment?" I'm like, "I don't think so. It sounds like it's outside." So I was already at my door. But her door is like right at the steps. So she turned around. She's like, "Oh no, it's a cat. I don't like cats." And she ran in her apartment and closed the door. Well, I didn't get my key in. This kitten climbed the stairs. She had to have been at least, I want to say she was at least 6 to 8 weeks old. I really think so. She had that kitten face, but she wasn't tiny, tiny, but not big either. And she just rubbed up against me and started purring and marked my legs and everything, rubbing up against me. And I'm like, "Well, where did you come from? And what are we going to do with you? Where did you come from?" I'm like, "Honey, I can't have a cat right now." We did have a cat. Our cat died 6 years ago. His name was Mango. He was an orange tabby. And so, needless to say, I put the key in the door, and guess who walked in? So now we have a cat. She's been here 3 months. And her name is Little Miss Ma'am Ma'am. And we call her, well, it's Little Miss Ma'am, but we call her Ma'am Ma'am. And she answers to that, and she knows her name. And when you say Ma'am Ma'am, she turns around and looks. And she's funny as all get out. But she's so wild. Oh, my God. So we've got to get her fixed. I don't think she's ready yet, because I really think she's probably 4 months old. I think she's probably anywhere from 4 to 5 months old. So that's the next thing we're working on, to get money to have her fixed and get all her shots and have her little nails trimmed just a little bit, not declawed because that's inhumane, but just a little trim, because oh my God, my legs, my arms, I don't know if you all can see. Well, you probably can't see. Oh yes, you can. There's a scratch from Little Miss Ma'am Ma'am, and I have those all over. Yay me. She loves my daughter, and she gets up on my daughter and lays right here, and my daughter puts a blanket on her and she suckles on the blanket. So I know that she was probably too early to be weaned whenever she found us, because she still suckles. And that's the only time she makes biscuits, and she suckles, and it's so loud. And I'm like, "Honey, there's no milk in there." So, so funny. So anyway, getting back to, I fell down, and I felt, at that point I had lost 87 pounds, and I fell and smacked both my knees together. And I saw stars. Nothing broke. I landed on my left side, but my knees smacked together, and I'm knock-kneed. So that it felt like my bones were crushed, and I couldn't get up. I was down there for about 5 hours because I refused to call 911. I just knew I could get up on my own. I'm like, I lost 87 pounds. I can lift myself and I can get up. But the pain on my knee, I couldn't put any pressure on my knees. So trying to get up, I just couldn't do it. And I've learned now that your glutes need to be strengthened. So I'm doing exercises every day. I do chair exercises every single day. So does my daughter on her channel. So you can go check that out. And I do chair exercises every day. And that's how I've lost these last probably 50 pounds. I'm also on Manjaro, 5 milligrams. I haven't had it in about 3 weeks now because I'm due for an appointment to my doctor, which means I'll probably have to start all over again. And I'm not looking forward to that. I asked her to give me the prescription to last me the month so I can get in to see her, and she did not. So there's that. So I'll probably have to start again at 2.5 and then go up, because I wanted to titrate up to 7.5 milligrams. And I take Manjaro because I am a type 2 diabetic, not for weight loss, but it does help. It does help with the food noise of, God, I'm hungry, I just want to eat, I just want something to eat, like 24 hours a day. It quelches that feeling. And so it works for me, and I haven't had very many bad side effects. Knock on wood. So, yeah. But anyway, I don't know anything about what I'm going to talk about on this channel, what this channel will turn out to be. But I do want this channel to be successful. I really do. And I'm looking for input. So if you happen to come across my video and you watch and you like, please, 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 please give me a like, comment, and subscribe, as everyone says. And I would really, really appreciate that. I'm a Leo. My birthday is August 9th, and I am a true Leo. Let me just say that. Let me just say that. In some ways, there's certain things I don't feel like that's in my DNA, but I am a Leo, and I am a carnivore. I love meat. So I'm getting ready to do carnivore. I did it a couple years ago, and it really helped me. And I really want to do an elimination diet to see how my gut reacts, what foods are good for me, what foods are not. I know I cannot eat corn. We had a whole corn fiasco where I got some fresh corn. I made soup. I didn't take it off the kernel, but I just cut the kernel in, little circles, little slices. Put it in my soup, and I ate that corn. I was 24 hours going to the bathroom every 10 minutes. I was sick as a dog, the cramping in my stomach. I mean, I was sick. I had food poisoning so bad. Or maybe it wasn't food poisoning. I just think I can't eat corn. My body reneged on that. So that was the first time that really happened to me. I love corn. So I'm like, nobody should really be eating corn anyway. So I don't eat that anymore. Now, if other foods did that to me and I didn't eat them anymore, that would be amazing. Like bread and pizza and chips. But that hasn't happened. But so far I've been pretty good. I haven't had anything, even with the holiday. I did have a weight gain during the holiday. I had no holiday food. My daughter worked on Christmas Day. She was off on Thanksgiving, and I made Thanksgiving fare for us. I made some macaroni and cheese. I made, what else did I make? I made a turkey, which was the biggest turkey ever for 2 people because I ordered a turkey. I was busy doing things. I didn't want to go to the store, so I said, I'll just order a turkey. I really wanted a turkey breast. They didn't have that, so they substituted with an 18-pound turkey. And so, that, I don't know if you all have seen that little meme. I guess it's a meme, I don't know, with the lady who's lifting this turkey and she keeps falling. It falls on the floor. She can't get it out the sink. That's how I felt. And I'm like, what the hell? I don't need this freaking 20-pound turkey for 2 people. My daughter does not eat leftovers. So yeah, so there's that. I made sweet potatoes, macaroni and cheese, roasted Brussels sprouts, and turkey. And that's what we had. So that was my last carby-filled meal. I do love sushi though, so on occasion I will have sushi. And I like nigiri with salmon. And I like that the best. That's my favorite. But I just have slowed down. I am Puerto Rican. I like my rice, my arroz con gandules. I love my plantains, and it's plantains. It's not plantain like the mountain. It's plantain, and I love that. And I like my empanadas. I like my sawfish and my beef empanadas, or patés as we call them. And so, I like fried foods and stuff. I've stopped using seed oil, so I only use avocado oil or olive oil now, and very little now. I take apple cider vinegar shots every day, sometimes twice a day. I love that. Organic apple cider vinegar with the malta. So yes. And so just little things, just trying to help myself. I've joined a group that I'm following on Facebook, sisterhood group for weight loss during the holiday. And that really helped me. I didn't cook, like I started to say, I didn't cook on Christmas. My daughter worked. So she brought home some shrimp. It was supposed to be shrimp cocktail, but they ran out of cocktail sauce. So she brought home these beautiful jumbo shrimp. So I had a few of those. And I didn't have anything else that day. And then I'm like, I'm so hungry. So I put a potato, a Yukon Gold, those are my favorites, in the air fryer, cut it out, put a little bit of avocado oil spray on it. And I made some Amy Lou chicken meatballs, which are my faves. The Amy Lou cranberry jalapeno, which I think they're only seasonal. God, those are my faves. They taste like dressing to me. I love them. Do you all say dressing or stuffing? I wonder, that was a big debate in 2024, dressing or stuffing. I say dressing because I don't put it in the turkey. Stuffing is something that you put in a bird or whatever you're stuffing. Dressing is on the side. At least that's my take on it. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you all think about that. But anyway, I'm glad that you all stopped by to check me out. I know this is my first video. I'm filming this on my iPhone 16 Pro Max. And I'm looking at the camera, but sometimes I'm not. So hopefully, I don't look totally ridiculous. But hey, it's my first one. So you know what? It is what it is. This is going to be an unedited video. And I'm just going to post it. I may add some sound to it, maybe. We'll see. I just want to see how this goes and get the ball rolling so I could just start shooting out some content. I'm not anybody's influencer, but I would like to be a content creator. So that's what I'm focusing on. I don't have a niche. I'm 60. I have a lot of things to say, a lot of things to talk about, a lot of thoughts, a lot of knowledge and wisdom. I also have a master's degree in adult education and training, and my Bachelor of Arts degree is in educational studies. So I am an educator, but I have not worked in that field because after I got downsized, I had planned on, I wanted to be a professor. And I was going to work towards my PhD, although you don't need that to be a professor. If you want to be an adjunct professor, I'm assuming you do need the doctor title. And but I have my MED, and I'm very proud of it. I worked hard. I did it online, which is the hardest thing ever. The hardest thing ever. I did my Bachelor of Arts brick and mortar at Belmont Abbey College in Belmont, North Carolina. Love it. I loved that school so much. I made so many lasting, endearing friendships there. And a few of my professors I speak to on a daily basis on Facebook. I just love them so much. That school was just amazing. For adult learners, amazing. It's also a school for people who just graduated high school. But as an adult learner, I started at 45. I graduated at 49. And I got my master's at 51. So it's been, this year will make 10 years since I got my master's degree. I got it in October of 2015. So I'm very proud of myself. I worked really, really hard. My GPA was really good. And my daughter has not wanted to go to college or anything, and I haven't forced her. She graduated from high school. And so I'm proud of me because my mother didn't finish high school. And so as far as our little mini nuclear family, I am the first one to graduate college. Not in my whole family, of course, I'm not. I have, one of my uncles was a medical doctor. One of my cousins is a dentist. I have lots of people in my family who have graduated, gotten their master's, doctorates, so forth and so on. But for me, my mom, and my daughter, I'm the first one to graduate college and to get my master's degree. So for that, I'm proud of myself. So I'm on this journey, this weight loss journey, and I'll keep you all posted. Maybe I'll do some videos of what I eat in a day. I have to see. And all these videos are going to be raw. There's not going to be any aesthetics here at all. There's not going to be a beautiful anything. We've lived in an apartment complex that we've lived in for 10 years. We've never had a problem with roaches, rodents, or anything of the sort. I just found out a month ago that my neighbors who live on the right side of me, right now there's only 2 tenants on this floor. There's 4 apartments on my floor. There's only 2, me and my neighbor across the hall who I told you about, who said she hated cats and she ran in her apartment, and now we have a cat. But anyway, I found out that those neighbors had a roach infestation. They were evicted. One of my favorite maintenance men, who he just retired the week before Christmas, Mr. Whitley, he was amazing. And he told me about it, because of course they're not going to tell you. And I'm noticing now that I have bugs, and they're everywhere. No, they're not everywhere. They're not everywhere. They're in my kitchen. And so we're supposed to have extermination soon, but I don't want that. I'm an asthmatic. I have very bad allergies, and that stuff just kills me every time. I bought some little tablet-y things, and I got some chalk. So I'm going to see how that works. before I let anybody come in here and do anything, but we have never had this problem. So you may see one crawling around in my videos, and you know what? It is what it is. I don't like that saying, but it is. It's real life over here. It's real life. And that's all I can tell you. And that's what you're going to get from me. Real life. No bullshit. Real life. You know, me, 60-year-old me, the last of the baby boomers. Hey, boomer. Yes, I'm a boomer, and I'm very proud of it. And so, yes, I watch all the girly pops. So I've learned so many things this year. I've learned about the winter arc, which I started in October, which like blew my mind, because I'm like, yeah, why does everybody wait till January to start something? I mean, I've been doing it all year anyway, but October I really focused and tried to stay consistent. And my word for 2025 is consistency, or consistent. And another word is authentic. I'm just me being my authentic self, and that's what you're gonna get from me. And that's it. Authenticity, baby, at its finest. So, I'm glad you all stopped by, and I hope that you continue to come by and that you subscribe so you can see where we're going and help me grow my channel and make this worthwhile. Make this a worthwhile endeavor for me for 2025. I mean, 2025, we thrive in 2025. Yes, I love that saying. And I feel like this is the year. This is the year for my daughter and I to step out of our shells, to do something different that we haven't done before. I mean, I have a couple of videos on YouTube, a couple of shorts, and I have a video on YouTube of me crying after my mother passed, because it was so extremely difficult in that moment for me. Financially, I felt like a burden. I didn't want to ask for help. I had to ask for help, and I have so many friends who just, showed up and showed out. And as always, God always shows up and shows out for us. And so I am Catholic, and I'm very spiritual, and I have my faith. I've learned that from my mother. I have my faith, and so does my daughter. I mean, we pray daily. I pray every hour. Angel numbers, it's in my clock. My alarm goes off, my prayers. My mother's birthday was 11/11, so that's very significant to me. 11/11, everything stops at 11/11. I do my prayers to her and my beautiful ancestors, and who have gone. My mother had 5 siblings, 5 brothers. She was the only girl, and she was the last one standing, and they're all gone. And so of my Morales family, I have nobody in that realm from my mother and my uncles. I have cousins, but the questions you think about, the things you should have asked and didn't ask, things I never asked my mother, things about my granddaddy. My grandmother passed when my mother was in her, I think her 20s, her early 20s, so I never knew her. So many questions that I had, and now my mom's gone. My daughter bought me a book, and I don't have it back here, but maybe on the next video, that's something we could chat about. A book from mothers to write down all the things, though, God forbid, when my time comes, she'll have that. And I love that book so much. And I'm in the process now of filling it out. That was one of my birthday presents, my 60th birthday present from my daughter, and I just love it. So, all right, peeps. Well, or friends, I don't know how I'm going to end anything on this channel yet, but one thing I do want to tell you, if nobody has said this to you today, I love you plenty. That's a saying that we say in the Virgin Islands. Love you plenty, and I love you plenty. Thank you for watching. Peace. Hi, everybody. I just wanted to add to the end of this video, me saying hi to you, me doing my steps. And this is how I do my steps every day. I put my Apple Watch on indoor walking, and I move my feet and my arms vigorously. You can't see my feet, but my legs are going up and down, and I'll be pointing that to you soon. So right now, I'm just looking around, I'm talking to my daughter. She was in the corner doing some decluttering. So we were just having a little chat. So yeah, so I'm just doing this. I do this every single morning, and I try to get to 2.5 hours. My watch is set for 500 calories, and it's set for 30 minutes for my move goal, 500 initial calories for my exercise. I always try to get 2,000 calories or more a day. And I also do weights, but I didn't do any in this video. So I'm pointing to my stomach right there, showing you that I'm sucking in, pulling my belly button all the way to the back. So that's what I'm doing there. I was just adjusting my arms. So yeah, I sit in my recliner every day and I do my steps. And this is how I do them because, like I said earlier, I am on disability. I walk with a cane, and since I have the degenerative bone disease in my back, it's very hard for me to stand and do walking unless I'm holding on to something. And with that, I can't move my arms. So this way, I sit, I vigorously pump my arms and do my steps. And I do this every single day. I don't miss a day. I do it 7 days a week. And then I do weights maybe 3 days a week. So, yeah. So I just wanted to show you guys me doing my steps. And then there I'm breathing in, taking some deep breaths. And I'm also clenching my glutes. Because, like I said earlier, what I learned is when your knees are weak and you fall and you can't get up, it's because your glutes are weak. So I've been learning to squeeze those glutes in and do my steps. And there you see my daughter peeking through. She's like, oops. She's in there. She's like, hi, I'm saying hi. There she goes. So anyway, this is what we do. This is what she does on her channel. And this is what I've done. And this has helped me lose 50 pounds. So this works. And now I'm so conditioned that I can sit and just burn 200 calories just automatically from, my just sitting, I guess. It's not sitting, but, I can't think of what it's called right now. But anyway, I know somebody's screaming at me, telling me. Just my standing, burning calories every day. I can just burn 200 automatically because my body's conditioned now to burn calories. So I just wanted you all to see this and enjoy the rest of the video. And remember, if nobody's told you today, I love you plenty. And I just wanted to come back and say, if you stayed this long in my video, since it's my first video in many, many years, in over a decade, you are a real one, as the girly pops say. And you've been here from day one. So all my day oneers, put that in the comments so I can respond to you. I appreciate you all so very much. I thank you so much for giving me the time, for watching me, for listening to me, and I can't wait to come back with another video and chat about other things, because that's what I'm going to be doing here, chatting most of the time, things that I like, things that I don't like, my thoughts, all of it. So stay tuned. Love you plenty again and again and again.